All
right. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. We don't have any guests, do we?
Is Tyler gonna be on today or not?
So, no. I
Okay.
talked to Tyler,
Okay.
The next one?
but I got an email from Brittany,
Mhm.
and there's some things, and we'll talk about that, I think, when we get to maybe facilities and when we want him to come down.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that. He said he was willing to do whatever, so.
Okay.
With that, we'll move on to 3.01. This is the point in the meeting for comments on matters not already on the agenda. Comments on agenda items will be accepted when that item comes up during the meeting. Interested persons may also submit views in written form to the clerk or superintendent prior to the meeting, and those comments will be brought to the attention of the board during the meeting. Do we have any correspondence or public participation?
I do.
Please stand up for you and tell us who you are. And
Yeah. So my name's Trevor Lackner. I'm with Dex Imaging. I support Colstrip schools, copiers, and printers. I just wanted to come make myself known, put a name to the face. I know we do have on the agenda the technology report, but maybe nothing to report today since Evan is out of district. So, I just wanted to come and just let you guys know that I support you. And if there's anything I can do better, to please let me know. Happy to get cards or whatever, and really work with you guys this go around. Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Okay. Anything else? All right, we'll move into new business 4.01. Resignations for your information purposes.
I would like to say thank you to Tammy for all of
Oh, my
I
God.
was just gonna
She's
say,
been-
25 years
Yeah.
she's been here.
It's been very sad.
I know it's not the way she wanted to.
It's not. We're we'll do something for her though. So-
Yep.
And she had said she will stay past the 7th to help train someone.
Okay.
So it just depends on how quick we can find someone. But
Let us know
it was a
if you
tough
schedule
decision.
something, because we'll.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Hard to replace.
Yes, and we learned that last fall. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
But we wish you the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, 4.02.
Okay, I have one at a time, subs.
There's subs, we can take them both together.
Mhm.
We make a recommendation for this school year to hire the following district substitutes, Mark Norton and Amy Quinlan.
Can you just elaborate on why Amy's being hired as a substitute when we hired her as a bus driver?
Just because of getting it done in case before she's with us. Might be just a little bit of time, not a long time, but
Okay.
Can I share something too?
yeah, that's all I have.
For the male position,
Oh, that's what it
because we
was.
haven't been able to do interviews yet for that, so we're hoping that she can sub in as that position
Okay.
Tony's
and help
position.
out
Mm-hmm.
in the meantime until we can do interviews.
Yeah.
And
But she is still hired as the bus
Yeah.
driver, and that is still the plan. for
Yep.
her. Okay.
It's the other stuff that, yeah,
It's a different, she's on the one that be in a different posting for
as soon as you said it.
the warehouse and
Yeah.
the mail. Because I asked, I forgot I asked Brittany about this, like, why are,
Yeah,
It's a
it's
whole
one of the
different thing.
classified
yeah, so.
positions. so-
Yeah,
Okay.
we've been talking to her about a full day, so.
Okay. So
For
just, didn't want to panic.
No, kind of freaked me out there for a second too. I knew we were in the middle of waiting for people, but
Okay. I move the Colstrip Public Schools Board of Trustees approves Mark Norton and Amy Quinlan for district substitutes for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Any public comment on this? Any further board? Francis?
Aye.
Sabrina?
Aye?
Tiff?
Aye.
Aye. 4.03.
okay, we'll be recommending Mark Norton for a long-term substitute position. she has a certificate. And this was one that was sort of wanted him on the sub list because before this kicks in.
Okay. I move the Colstrip Public Schools Board of Trustees approves long-term subcontract for Mark Norton from November 3rd, 2025 to February 2nd, 2026 for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any public comment on this? Any further board? Francis?
Aye.
Sabrina?
Aye.
Cliff?
Aye.
Aye. 4.04,
Okay, be recommending Jeannie Leonwand for district substitute position. This is also another long-term sub.
I move the Colstrip Public Schools Board of Trustees approves the long-term subcontract for Carol Jeannie Leanwand from October 28th, 2025 to February 2nd, 2026 for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
okay, a motion and a second. Any public comment on this? Any further board?
Good job getting long-term subs for all of our, like absences this year. That's really good.
Puzzle piece to put together, but
Yeah.
we've got them all now.
Good.
So,
Francis?
Aye.
Sabrina?
Aye.
Cliff?
Aye.
Aye. 4.05,
okay, this is a recommendation for a job description that we did not have. Jen can speak to a little bit more, but basically, we've always had, or have recently had a school nurse. And the position that our person would fill is school health aide, not nurse because of her qualifications. So then, once this is accepted, then I'll make that transfer for that.
Is there a line item for this on the classified matrix? Or is this a non-affiliated position?
Non-affiliated.
Okay. I move the Colstrip Public Schools Board of Trustees approves the job description for school health aide.
Second.
okay, motion and a second. Any public comment on this agenda item? Any further board? Francis?
Aye.
Sabrina?
Aye.
Tiff?
Aye.
Aye. With that, we'll move into the work session. Anything on communication? Good? Okay.
No communications.
Facilities.
Robert's not here.
Robert. Yeah.
You know, I would like to say, I know Robin has said this 1,000 times, but we had 2 really late volleyball games this past week where I would have to come get my daughter's car and every light was on in the high school. Like 10:30 at night,
No, yeah,
11 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
like lit up like,
Like a Christmas tree.
yeah,
like something isn't right.
yeah. So we definitely need to take a look at that because,
And I know we
There he
went
is.
to those automatic
Yeah.
lights so that it would save energy, but I feel like
Yeah.
this is much better this time.
yeah, every
Yeah, 'cause-
single light.
I wonder if it's not like bugs or
Nice,
mice.
something.
I was gonna say, I was just gonna leave it at bugs, but since you're right there.
It's been an issue.
You walked in at the right time, buddy. You're up. Yeah. Facilities.
We were talking about the lights being on all the time at the high school, is what Sabrina was just talking about, and having it looked at to because she said she came up here at like 10:30 at night and it was just brighter than.
2 times this week.
Yeah, we'll have to do CUA in there.
Are they all on motion? Is that what it is?
I think so.
A lot of them are motion detected.
We have the tech, the tech room that's upstairs, that light's always on too. No one's there. So I don't know why that one, you can always see it. You drive by at whatever time. So that one is a mystery as well.
Is that one in my room?
It's Evans.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe we can just put a time lock on them and they just go off, whatever. So, Yeah,
And then you could still override it if you needed to.
If you
Yeah,
needed
if
to
you
get
walked
in,
in
yeah.
there, whatever, yeah.
that's fine with me. Get Brady in here, see what he can do. That works.
Do an after hours, see what's actually off and what's on.
Yeah, or even change the sensitivity on those sensors, maybe, I don't know.
Because Bill asked me if I was in the library, Bill Hudson asked me if I was in the library the other day, and I was like, because the volleyball game, he went to the volleyball game, and he's like, I literally came back and all the lights were on. He goes, I left and turned off all the lights. The doors are locked and the lights are on in the library. And he's like, I don't know who would have been in there. And so nobody should have been in the library during that volleyball game.
Right.
And yet, he's like, all the lights were on when I came back to my office to put something away.
I know that I shut those off because I am super conscious about the library after, I think last year when we got some calls about the library lights being on.
Yeah.
So I check and double check those and make sure they're off, so.
But the girls' locker room is turning off, Robert. I walked through there the other night and they were all off.
Good.
So that one is fixed. So the one place
Yeah,
that
I've been
is
in
turning
that
off.
wing several times in weekends. I've never had it on when I've gotten there, but just here and there for me,
The cafeteria was on,
I've been in there.
everything down
Gym.
here, all these doors, all these glass doors, you could see the lights were on.
But there's security lights up front of all of the doors.
These were no full on inside lights.
Full.
And the cafeteria has the one bank that doesn't turn off all the way around the outside. That one hasn't turned off since last year.
Mhm.
Steve, Marietta has her hand raised.
Go ahead, Marietta.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that 2 years ago, the downstairs hall lights were on a timer, and it was something like an hour. So if no one was in the hall for an hour, they'd shut off. And I noticed last year when I was in late or when I was in on the weekends working on subplans that they would remain on even if I was in my room for 2-3 hours and I was the only one in the building. So it looks like it's kind of fairly recent because in the past they have shut off on their own.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's just get Brady and them in here, see if they can troubleshoot that. That works. You need anything on facilities?
Not right now.
Okay.
We're just getting ready for the tournament and winter.
Yeah, right. It's coming. Anything for you guys? Anything else other than lights?
Looks like tickets are being closed in a really timely manner too, so that's really good.
No, we're working on those. So.
Good job, Robert.
Robert's crew has been spot on in our building. Does a nice job for me.
We got him an extra hand. Hopefully that works out too.
And he's not driving bus every day, so.
Yeah, that's right. Transportation. Mr. Slater.
How we doing?
Good.
So as we know, talked about Amy Quinlan's been hired. Her first day will be Thursday. We'll get her trained up on what the route or routes may be, and then we'll figure out a start date for her. And if we're gonna run one bus, we've got Zach, who you alluded to, has been here, has done a great job. And I think in a week, he's got all his modules done. He's already studied for and taken his written test and passed it. So we need to get him trained on the workings of driving a bus, so he can get ready to pass his driving test up in Miles City, where we're gonna take it. Have to see, I'm not quite sure what the availability is. If he can get right in to take the test when he's ready, but we'll check on that, or if it's gonna be a little bit, but those two will be ready to go sometime in the near future.
Good.
Trent is going Wednesday, I think, to take his driving test, and so see what happens there, and so that would be another person to help out for get his CDL. And I think we've had one more person in the process of or has applied to do a couple of things to check, to fill out the application process for a bus driver as well, so.
Are you envisioning Zach and Trent like sharing a route possibly?
I think what I'm envisioning is that Amy will have eventually Amy will have a route and Zach will have a route,
Okay,
and then Trent can be a fill-in when needed guy.
Good.
Driver.
I think it's a good idea. We need to keep those maintenance guys in maintenance as long as we can.
yeah. And it's important to have a fill-in driver so we're not canceling routes too.
Right.
So that's good.
I don't know how you guys feel, but I'd rather get them both ready at the same time and go,
Me too.
Mhm.
instead of just starting one route and then waiting to get him ready, and then now we're going to two, and what happens if she, God forbid, something happens, and now we're back to zero. So
So,
I guess that really depends on how quickly we can get him in for his,
right, so how quickly he can get trained and he can take the test. There's a couple of ways we could go, I guess. It's brought up that, well, if we wanted to start with 2 routes, get Amy going, and then Robert could drive or somebody could drive until Zach's ready, but I don't really think that that's an unknown time until Zach will be ready to go, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
then we take him or whoever to do that route, and kind of like what you're saying, don't quite know that we can stick with 2. So it's kind of a sticky situation, I guess, right? Because we don't want to start just the one route and then eventually bring the second route in and change everything up. But at the same time, if we commit to 2 routes and something happens, we're between a rock and a hard place there. So I think it needs to be discussed further to find out how we want to go forward.
sure. Works for me.
I think we wait until we have the 2 of them.
But I wouldn't want to put Amy off too long from starting her job.
Let me do this, I'm sorry to interrupt, just let me make some calls and see that, like, say that, how long would it take typically somebody that's passed their driving test, a written test, to get them ready for the driving test? And how much time they got behind. If you had time, a couple weeks or a week or 3 weeks? Sorry? 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So 2 weeks, say Zach could be ready to go to Miles City and take his driver test in 2 weeks. I think the other thing we need to find out is there a backlog, right? Can he get in 2 weeks, or is it gonna be, he's ready in 2 weeks and then it's a month before he can take his driver's test? And I'll find that out. I'll have a better answer for you next time.
Okay.
And maybe, could Amy train him? Give him the hours he needs on those buses? As part of her job, so she can start?
Yeah, that's.
Well, I think she needs to be trained first to the route, right? But,
The bus operation.
But just the bus operator, yeah, just
we
the,
have other drivers. I mean, we'll talk about this. Robert could be one of our substitute drivers, could train him on that.
Mhm.
That's kind of what we're thinking there.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a reason why we don't have,
Rich was gonna give us activities report after all of the final fall activities are done next month. May give us the update if you want to.
sure, if you
Sure,
have
okay,
something you
so-
need to add, yeah.
Activities, see, the final football game was Friday. We had senior night all that was there. Thought that went well. Volleyball with Baker's Saturday, and finish the season. We had, as you know, we'll have the tournament here Thursday and Friday. That's district divisionals will be in Butte after that. Went to Missoula to watch state cross country. It was a great day. It was a great event. I was glad that the team had got up there earlier in the year to run the course. Just because seeing the course, it was a difficult course. We had 5 boys and 2 girls participate. I don't have the particulars here with me. It's up in my office, but yeah, Keaton placed 8.
Mhm.
And then I've got the other places for our other kids, but they represented us very well. middle school girls basketball started. They went to Joliet, participated, did well. And then it was, middle school volleyball's finished up, football's finished up. Middle school wrestling has started. Middle school cross country finished up. And I think that's where we're at activities-wise.
Okay. Yeah, wrapping them up, starting the new ones.
Is the bracket available for, service again? Okay.
Just came out today,
Okay.
this afternoon, actually.
And the wrestlers, middle school wrestlers go to Mount City Saturday, correct?
So they're going to Mouse City, right? That's scheduled, let me pull it up right now. They're going to Mouse City, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Middle school wrestlers. Yes.
That's the only question I have on activities. I've had a lot of parents ask, when's the middle school wrestling schedule coming out? I'm like, well,
And
middle school's not as easy as high school.
we've got it. I've got it right here. Middle school. So we're going to Miles City on the 1st, and then Huntley Project on the 8th, Hardin on the 15th, and Laurel on the 22nd.
Okay.
Mill City, Huntley Project,
Pardon?
Hardin, Laurel.
And we'll get that out. I apologize for not having that out since the season started.
Laurel's the big one. The nephews are coming out of Wyoming.
Oh,
So,
my kids have been practicing in the living room.
So time for it to start, so they can
I didn't
practice
know it was
someplace
a
else.
requirement to wrestle in order to practice in the living room, because I do that all the time.
They show each other moves now, it's hilarious, because there's a lot of giggling, and then it turns into a fight.
Yep,
Sweaty, it's really sweaty.
it's gross.
Okay.
okay. Since Evan's not here, you got anything to add, Chris?
No. I'll let Evan do it next time.
Okay. Any questions?
No policies.
We did want to talk about when Tyler was gonna come,
Oh, that's right.
facilities.
Facilities.
Yep.
I did speak to Tyler, and I also spoke to Britt. There's a few things that still need to be tied up. It's done, but it's not done. So Tyler reached out to me and said he would be available to give us an update anytime. I was actually thinking that probably the work session in November, have him come down and just give us his
And
shot
we
list.
canvass
How's it
the
gonna go?
election, the next meeting, right?
And then the bond has to be sold, right?
Yeah, she said by January, we should be good because the election can be contested up until they have 60 days.
Yeah.
So we have to wait that amount of time and then they'll have the bond rates and we'll be able to finalize that by January.
So, like I said,
Then we can start the work this summer, right?
yeah, oh yeah. Tyler's anticipating everything's gonna go just fine, but he was also like, I'm not in a big hurry to come down and give you guys
Just until all of this
Yeah.
is kind of final.
but he said he would be ready and available at any of our meetings, so.
Cool.
If it's all right with you guys, I'll just have him come down on that November work session. We can talk about it then.
Yes.
Unless you want him in the first.
No, I
the
think we have
regular.
to canvass the election and wait, so
Yeah.
let's just have him come on the second one.
Okay. So I'll send out an invite tomorrow to Tyler and I'll copy you and Brett and everybody on and see what he wants to do. So that's what we'll do.
And then I know we were able to tweak those plans a little bit, as long as we don't change the scope. Because I know like our track coaches wanted to see the pole vault pit on one of the ends, like the high
Not-
jump pit.
Yeah.
So as long as we can get that input and make sure it's incorporated. And I don't know how we do that, if there's I don't know.
That's a good question for Tyler.
Okay.
So, and we have time,
Mhm.
so.
I just want to make sure that we don't overlook that input.
Okay. Anything else?